Toughbook CF XZ6 review. A lightweight and robust, but expensive, 2-in-1 detachable. Panasonic's new Toughbook CF XZ6 is a business rugged 2-in-1 detachable laptop that's designed for tough, but not super tough, conditions. It's very much for white-collar, rather than blue-collar workers. Panasonic's Toughbook Toughpad range also includes semi-rugged devices like the Toughbook CF-54 and the detachable Toughpad FZ-Q2, and fully rugged laptops such as the 2-in-1 Toughbook CF-33. Both of those lines rely on robust chassis design and plenty of internal and external protection. Ports and slots sit behind rubber covers, for example. These factors help rugged and semi-rugged Toughbooks achieve MIL-STD certification and IP ratings, but the business rugged Toughbook CF XZ6 has neither. Its rugged credentials come in the shape of a magnesium alloy chassis that plays its part in enabling the laptop to withstand a fall from 76 centimeters, 2.5 feet, or desk height, and a 100 kilogram force pressurized vibration test. The 12-inch Toughbook CF XZ6 can handle falls from desk height and withstand considerable pressure, but is not MIL-STD certified or IP rated. Without the build constraints that full ruggedization brings, Panasonic has been able to produce a 12-inch laptop that's relatively small and light. It weighs just 1.18 kilograms. The tablet on its own comes in at 640 grams and measures a bag-friendly 288.5 millimeters wide by 223.7 millimeters deep by 22 millimeters thick. There's a lot to catch the eye here. The magnesium silver coloring on the keyboard base has a rough touch finish which is very different to the more usual smooth laptop design. The black finish to the tablet section is similarly textured and has a pleasant stippled look that's not only distinctive but should also serve to disguise marks and scratches. The circular touchpad's small diameter makes it hard to use for cursor movement. The rounded front edge of the base is a notable feature, and the base is as thick at the back as it is at the front. The touchpad is distinctively different too, although it's a design we've seen before on Panasonic's business rugged models. The circular touchpad puts left and right buttons in a thick frame that runs around the outside of the pad. These are clicky and responsive. The pad itself is responsive too, and you can make a circular motion around its edge to scroll, clockwise for down, anti-clockwise for up, which is really efficient. But the diameter of the touchpad is just 43 millimeters. That's nowhere near enough for effective cursor movement around the screen. I abandoned it and just prodded at the touch screen instead. The keyboard uses contiguous keys rather than the island style seen in many of today's laptops. The keyboard is unusual as there's no separation between the keys. That's fine in itself, and the two-tier raised design of individual keys adds some visual distinctiveness. There's a fair bit of flex in the keyboard, and while it takes advantage of the full width available, the FN keys and cursor keys are relatively small. If you're stubby-fingered and/or a heavy-handed typist, you may find things a little challenging. A sliding latch detaches the base and tablet sections, which are very secure when connected. The tablet is very easily detached by releasing a sliding catch. Securing it back in place is easily accomplished by pushing the tablet down onto the locking mechanism. Because the tablet sits quite happily in position when the catch is released, its removal can be completed one-handed, and because it's locked in place automatically, bonding can be achieved one-handed too. The connection is very secure. I was confident lifting the whole unit up by the tablet section without fear that the keyboard would become detached. When tablet and keyboard are connected, rotation is limited to about 130 degrees, which is quite enough for working in standard laptop mode. The tablet itself necessarily houses most of the computing power. It gets quite warm around the cooling vent on its right short edge. The device is a bit top-heavy in laptop mode. Prodding at the screen often caused the base to lift from the desk, and obviously enough the further back the screen is tilted, and the higher up the screen I tapped and swiped, the more this was likely to happen. I also found tapping at the left and right sides of the screen caused the whole laptop to move around on my desk. Hinged feet raise the back of the laptop to provide a comfortable typing position. The lack of rubber feet doesn't help. A pair of small, round protruding anchors on the front of the base seem ineffective, while 2 hinged feet at the back of the base, which can be used to raise the keyboard angle slightly, might also be expected to provide an anchor when they're not in use, but again aren't effective. This is doubly irritating given the frequency with which I opted for screen prods over touchpad use. The 12-inch QHD 2160 x 1440 pixels, 216 pi IPS touchscreen is quite reflective, although its top brightness